Hey, 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 Guitar 52. Okay, so the story behind 52. After returning from my trip and bringing home the Leo James Silver Sparkle, come into July I had a lot of things to do, and then near the end of July I thought, I think I'm ready for another guitar, so I went looking, and I remember checking out a lot of YouTube videos, um, and the videos on Firefly FFLPSs. This is the FFLPS Dark Metallic Pink. Um, they were quite favorable, and it had been 5 years since I had my first 335 copy when they first came out, which was a complete disaster when I got it. And I thought, let me see what's going on. So again, Guitars Garden, where you buy these things now, they won't ship to Canada. So again, it was one of those, I had to make a trip to Michigan to get this if I really wanted to have one. So I decided I really wanted to try one. So I did, and here it is. Now, when I got it, the tuners were not that great. The nut needed some adjustment. I changed the roller bridge. I shipped to a roller bridge, and I had to take some meat off the bottoms. There could be a little bit more taken off actually, and I might do that. I changed the pick guard to a clear one because who wants to cover up such a beautiful front with, a beige pick guard? No. The back wood is just, spectacular. It's really hard to see where the joints are, but there's a 1, 2, 3. I think it's only a 3-piece. I don't think there's any more than that. The neck is 1 piece. There's no scarf on this thing. It doesn't have the volute. But what it did have was this massive cutout here, which surprised me. I wasn't expecting that. But this massive cutaway, this is something I think all LPs should have. And I think I might have mentioned that before, because when you put your hand in here, I mean, you've got almost a ½ an inch extra clearance that you're not, fingers here, and you got to get way around. It's very comfortable here. It's almost like just a little bit of a thicker neck, like a Fender here. And yeah, that's a huge thing. Everybody should do this. The binding was really good. So I got it, and I corrected a few things. There was not a lot of fret issues. I do have a couple of fret issues now. Number 11 is buzzing on me, and another one down here, which I had to raise my bridge up from 3 64ths to 4 64ths to make it stop. Now 4 64ths is not bad. I mean, that is like right in a standard spec. The fretboard is very flat, and it still plays really nice. It stays in tune really good. The Wilkinson tuners that I put on there, that I had in stock at the time, still taut. I took it out of the bag, and they were only off a tiny little bit. Now this has been out a couple of times since August of 2023 when I started on it, because sitting here next to all of these things, from time to time I'll go through some of the guitars and just play with them, trying to learn stuff. and I've had it out a couple of times and it's been tuned. So it's holding very well. Now I've had it out here on the stand for 3 days, and picking it up and playing with it and getting ready for this story to tell you about it. And it's been staying in tune. I pick it up and I check it and I'm going, oh, I can't believe it. So I took off the back covers again, and there's a reason for that. I looked at my old videos and I listened to the sound of the pickups that came in this thing, which were 11K and 7K, and comparing that to what these Leo James are that I put in here, they pleased me better now in my ear at this point in my life, a year later, than these Leo James do. Now, if you watched some of the stuff that I've done, and I don't know if I posted this, but I did include now a filter, inline filter, to take some of the bassiness out of this neck pickup. It now sounds really good as a pickup and on the guitar. No effects. Reverb and delay, just the normal stuff. And I like it. And in the center, pretty good. Now that Leo James is 15K. This one is 7.56 or something like that. So my mindset is, now that I have it, and you know, the fit and finish was really great, and things have changed, you know, in my in my mindset about the whole thing. I decided now that I think maybe I should have put either different pickups in it or just left the ones in it that were there. I don't know if I kept the other ones. I'll have to check my stash over there and see if I've marked them up and kept them, or I took them apart and threw them away. I'm not sure. I do that with some pickups. But yeah, the fit and finish on this thing, the plain wood on the back, this is a gorgeous guitar. Okay, I can't remember what I paid for it. I think it was around $189 at the time. So I'm not sure. But whatever it was, I was happy to pay it. It could have been as high as $209, $215, I don't know. But I was happy to pay it and go and get it and bring it back, because now I've got another type of LP with something none of my other ones have. None. Okay. And yes, it's quite the nice guitar. So I think, for the sake of the full story, I've decided that I should maybe try to fix my frets, maybe take a little bit of meat off of my saddle to get a little bit more adjustment here, only on the treble side. That's all it needed. I didn't take enough off in the beginning. I only took off a little bit of the chrome. But it is really, really, really close, and I could really play it this way, but I just don't have a measure of tolerance to be able to get it where I want it. The pickups heights are, you know, reasonable now that, you know, this has got a filter, and I love the clear pick guard. So I think we're going to do a little bit of work, and we'll come back on the other side of that, right over here. And here we are, reimagined with Zebra humbuckers. These are the fake Seymour Duncans that I've put in a few guitars. Now, I've noticed that there are different versions of these Seymour Duncans. The Seymour numbers are SH4, SHN4, SHN1, something like that. SH1N, not sure. Anyway, they're marked on the back of the pickups, but I've had sets of pickups where the bridge was like 8-ish, 8K, 8.5K, 7.5K in the neck. Now what I've got on this one, this set that has been around since I put the Leo James in there, the bridge on this is 14.75K on these Seymours, Duncan copies, and the 7.56. So I just, redid my drawing to reflect those changes, and I put in the treble bleed circuits. It's been sitting here on my stand for a couple of days. Am I plugged in? Yes. Okay, I'm good to go. So we are on the bridge. Everything is all up as usual. Articulation, J-Man, articulation. Okay. Yes. No effects. Screamer. Somebody talked about stacking overdrives. I thought, I'm going to try that. Screamer driving the Joyo. Compressor. Bit more sustain. Woo! Fuzz. Man, I tell you. And then we've got the Dolamo fuzz. That's at minimum. So, this upgrade I'm really happy about. What can I say? This is now better than it was. Better than it was. These are much more articulated and a little bit more mid-rangey than the Leo James. And I checked with Leo in Texas, and he told me they came out of a Leo James Les Paul. So they're back in the stash. Maybe they could be used for something else. We'll use the US Dream. Let's ramble a bit. You get the idea. Wow. I really like the sound of this one now. And it is zebra comparable with my 335 Firefly. These are my two Fireflies. And we're done. I appreciate all your support. Catch you in the next one.